So do I.
You called him a cholo in there. So that's kind of racially motivated. Did you mean to say it like that?
Mate, shut the f.
Battles, determination, pain, emotion, triumph. UFC. This sport is amazing for me and many others. Shout out to cricket. It's one of the quickest and fastest growing sport in the world and is more in the spotlight than ever. Along with the upcoming rise since 2020, I feel like there's people who are still missing out on this. The casual knowledge probably consists of Conor McGregor, the Adesanya, the Hasbulla, the Joe Rogan, 45-second hype of Ronda Rousey. Hey, all that mentioned is okay to know about and respect, but it's more than that. A sport with no off-season, unpredictable turnouts, and a spirit of a gladiator. This sport is something special and does better than any sports right now. To catch y'all attention, let me tell you quick points on why, including me, on most people would mess with the sport. Okay, the obvious, if you like violence, then tune in. Tune in, not even in a crazy way, like maybe you like to open on Twitter and see a public fight on your feed, or you just miss WorldStar. And hey, if you don't like violence or any self-harm content, the sport can be more than action. If you like people, you may like a lot of fighters that might connect with you. You got fighters that have a range of character and feel like nothing really holds them back, as well being true to themselves. Like most sports that you see, athletes will be filtered and need to be held back. But Dana White is hella neutral while fighters are threatening each other and promise to unalive itself in the octagon. Damn. Being the main attraction to this organization, they have to carry some sort of portrayal to show the world. From their fighting styles, their antics, their story from hardship, shed a tear for a real one, the likeness of their character or the disgust of their character. But most importantly, you get some folks that will appeal to you. Yeah, this sport for the most part is really unfiltered. Like, who's gonna really stop Rampage back in 2000 and late 10s? The NBA would have a heart attack if they had a player with a Sean Strickland archetype.
You're a fucking American.
But what else archetype is in this sport? You got fighters that can't speak English, but their fighting speaks well. And yeah, they're wholesome. There are fighters that are war ready. You want a fighter that shows flashiness or load of wealth towards their character and status? Pretty much in every combat sports, but yeah, we have them. You got fighters with unique fighting styles. You got fighters that proves haters wrongs. Fighters who always guarantee to have a good fight. Fighters who are Derek Lewis. Now I can go on and on and on about the range of characteristic in fighters. Sure, you get normal people, but you also get
Yo, assalamu alaikum, my niggas, what's good?
Besides the archetype, there's another way you can look at fighters. The best fighters to look at is the ones with the best mentality. That's what really elevates the sport. A sport that is dangerous to compete in, where you can get injured and can destroy your health. In addition, the pay is not nearly like other sports. If you're not making some wave, or especially in ranks, prelim fighters are getting paid as the equivalent of a top golf manager.
You're not funny, nigga.
Maybe I'm reaching. Look, I'm mad. A bench or average NBA player could get a close to max deal, but these fighters don't get that much money to live on, like paying bills, like paying your gym or the team, and medical bills too. However, that doesn't stop them. This is the only skill they can live by. Most fighters were saved by fighting and feel their absolute self. Screw a 9 to 5, I want a 10 to 8 and nigga. It is also an opportunity not to mess up too. Fail at your performance, you will get cut. Done. So they train with their camp with dedication to making weights. Making weight is hell. Most Americans can't even put that heavy ass honey bun down. Dedication. Dedication. All of this to be greatness. But there's other people trying to be greatness too and the best. And now your route is not smooth sailing, but there's no turning back. This is your skill. Maybe the mentality may not interest you, but please understand the action. Understand MMA. In a lifetime where there's different many fighting styles, Muay Thai, kickboxing, judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, taekwondo, and many more. From all these styles, it really opened your eyes of what fighting really is. Not that slap boxing shit in the school restroom, not jumping, not pulling your hair till y'all get tired. Yes, UFC and other combat sports makes you realize the full capability on showing a different side of fighting, from a technical level and control. At the start when I watched UFC, I hated ground game or grappling in fights. Besides a good old ground and pound, to me it just made the fight experience slow or boring pace in the match. it's pretty zesty too. But now, I'm not a loser. I acknowledge that these type of styles are the most skillful displays in matches. Again, yeah, it can be still boring, but you can see why fighters with that attribute use it. Up your record, bro. I like jiu-jitsu. Yeah, that one hobby that billionaires do, but honestly, it's the hardest quip skill to fight with. Don't pull it out in a street fight for obvious reason. The way you move with this skill, it seems you slowly trying to suffocate or tear limbs to your opponent. Oh my god, yes! I haven't taken any class or lesson on it, but I always analyze it when I'm watching UFC. I used to hate. Now I'm yelling to put that boy in the fucking Kimura. What also UFC made me realize, my ass whooping sessions I would get as a kid, I should be grateful. Cause the way these fighters get touched, dog, I used to think legs are legs. My god. I used to think elbows are elbows. Like for a body part that get ashy a lot, it can do pretty good damage. I am a fan of the unexpected vicious spinning elbows. You just gotta plan it out and just execute it well. Strategize. Fighters use it, athletes use it, your tomfoolery of a government use it. You can acknowledge that the best fighters or even the dedicated fighters always plan or strategize their moves. And it's hard. It's hard. Cause when you fight, it's hard to have some sort of thought or try to think. You just act. But in a professional match, you apply your training and practice ways to defeat your opponent. Catch at the right time to take down, check or defend your opponent moves and lead to domination. Do occasionally kicks to opponent leg until it's a juicy red and can't stand. Or see the blue aura that comes through in UFC 5. Good little movement and footwork, good little combo, slip better, endure under pressure, act faster than the opponent, find your flow state. I don't know, I'm not the most astonished coach you will meet, or even good on ass beating advice. Go find an old wise man with invincible aura who's located peacefully under a tree? Maybe? Okay, after talking about the UFC for a minute, there is flaws in this league. $80 fucking. Lack of pay and benefits for fighters, fights ending in eye pokes, issues in judging. I just want to watch the fight, I don't like your app. Underwhelming women division. Inconsistency in fights and expectations. $80. Cutting weight and missing weight. Just more ways to improve the safety of it. Not gonna lie, I be bullshitting on how ranking works. I don't. $80 fucking. If you have a flaw to say, comment down below. But at the end of the day, I love this sport dearly. Even with their mistakes, it gives you great moments. Moments when it's unpredictable. I promise you, it's hard to bet on UFC. My advice on betting? Here. Moments when fights turn into battle or war. Glorious. Moments where two great fighters face each other with their own fighting styles. Moments, and to clarify, if you like drama with your petty ass, it's here. It's here. Again, like most sports league, they get that fine. But hey, they can say whatever they want. Cause regardless, they're gonna shake hands and appreciate each other after the fight. Cause good sportsmanship always prevails. Moments where it's low-key rare to be clutch or come back, but when it does, damn. The most important part with UFC is the culture around it. The people around the world who are supporting these fighters, the staffs who are often honest and loved by the fans, the dedicated and unique fighters, but not just to be the spotlight of entertainment, but to show everyone that they're great at this, even with the risk of embarrassment or from the level of feeling pure happiness or total heartbreak. This is the skill that they love. This is the only job they can do. They put hardship, train physically and mentally to be greatness, regardless of what the outcome can do to them. I can't really tell the path where the UFC is gonna go. However, it's gonna keep doing their thing, keep growing their audience, fighters, and brand. And occasionally meet Red Trump. If you're an upcoming fighter and you're trying to make it to this league, in all means, take over. Regardless if you're corny. Cause all it takes is a moment, a generational athlete, and just attraction. Just to be crowned the king of this sport. I swear I'm not trying to be a motivator in this video. If you have anything to say, bad or good, comment down below. Check out the channel, sub, comment, like, and survive.